It started over housework. At least that's what it seemed like on the surface. She was exhausted, tired of the never ending cycle of arguments. But this time was different. Her husband, 44 years old, lost it. Not just raised voice, not just frustration. He started throwing her clothes on the floor, ripping them from the drawers, from the closets. He stormed into the kitchen, pulling dishes and cutlery from the cabinets and smashing them into the ground. And if that wasn't enough, he called the children out of their rooms and forced them to watch. Despite this, his 16-year-old daughter is defending him. Then, as if flipping a switch, he walked out to calm down. 10 minutes later, he was back, only to start the destruction all over again. This time, it was his own clothes, the laundry basket, anything he could get his hands on. By this stage, she was shaking, crying, terrified, and so she did the only thing she could think to do. She called the police. And what did he do? He stopped. The second real consequences entered the picture, he decided to act right. But when the police arrived, that temporary calm vanished. He recreated the scene right in front of them, throwing clothes and dishes again, telling them she needed to clean it up. He laughed, argued, talked over them. He believed nothing would happen to him. And when they told him to leave, he stripped down, took a shower in front of them whilst blasting loud music, then he drove away. She's doubting that she did the right thing by calling the police. Did you see that? This is not just an argument, this is a man testing his boundaries, seeing how much power he has. And what do we always say? When a man shows you what he's capable of, believe him. It's about the kids too. Because children don't just witness this behavior, they internalize it. Her 16-year-old daughter, she's already defending him, already saying, Dad would never hurt anyone. But here's the thing, he already has, baby girl. Not with his fists, not yet, but by turning their home into chaos, by forcing his kids to witness their mother breaking down, by making them spectators. They're watching and they're learning. And do you know what happens when kids grow up in homes like this? Daughters normalize mistreatment and sons repeat it. Abuse doesn't have to be physical. So let's try this from a perspective that makes your womanhood unbound. A man doesn't have to hit you for it to be abuse, coercive control, intimidation, destruction, humiliation. These are all forms of domestic violence. Just because he hasn't laid hands on you yet doesn't mean he won't. It only escalates from here. And let's not ignore the most dangerous part of the entire story. He didn't even stop when the police showed up. That tells you everything you need to know about the kind of man he is. He believes he is untouchable, and that makes him one of the most dangerous people to live with. Now, maybe he isn't inherently violent. Maybe there's an underlying condition, bipolar disorder, early onset dementia, or even a brain tumor. But here's the truth, whatever it is, it will only escalate. And it is not her responsibility to diagnose him, manage him, or endure his instability. If he refuses to seek help, she cannot be his collateral damage. No. Life's too short. You can't afford to give unpredictable people numerous chances. Eliminate the chaos, build your peace, claim your power, set your boundaries, and reclaim your joy. Remember, softness and strength both reside in you. They've always coexisted. And you can get to decide which one of those shows up at any time. And you can always redefine womanhood and joy on your terms. Till next time. But in the meantime, why do so many women doubt themselves when they are doing the right thing to protect themselves and their children? Let's talk about it. Let me know in the comments.